Here's a stat that should terrify every business owner. 95% of AI projects are failing, not struggling, they're failing. And this is according to MIT research. Meanwhile, the 5% who have figured it out, they're seeing 8 times returns on investment and leaving everyone else in the dust. 2025 isn't about whether AI works anymore, it's about who knows how to actually use it. And based on the latest research from Stanford, McKinsey, and leading VC firms, there's a massive gap opening up between businesses that get this right and those that don't. Let's talk about what side of the gap you need to be on. First, let's address the elephant in the room. 78% of organizations have been adopting AI this year, or at least attempting to, but that's at least up from 55% just 2 years ago, which sounds like everybody's using AI, right? Right? Wrong. Here's what's actually happening. Small businesses are crushing it. 91% of small businesses that are using AI are reporting revenue increases. They're moving fast, making decisions quickly, and embedding AI into everything that they do. Large enterprises, they're stuck in pilot hell. Endless committees, compliance reviews, and pilots that never make it to production. That 95% failure rate we just talked about in the beginning, it's mostly coming from these big companies who can't get out of their own way. So what does this mean for your business? Well, if you're running a small to medium business, you have a strategic advantage right now. You can move faster than your larger competitors, but that window is closing, and it's closing fast. There are over 1.8 billion people who are using AI tools globally, but only 3% of them are paying for those tools. So if you're still using the free version of ChatGPT, you're not alone, but you're also leaving some serious capabilities on the table. The paid versions of these apps are where the real productivity gains start to happen. Here's another point. The businesses that are winning aren't just adding AI features to their existing processes, they're completely redesigning how their work is getting done. And that's going to be the difference between incremental gains and transformational results. Now let's talk about something that's wild happening with AI pricing. The cost to run AI models has dropped 280 times in just 2 years. So tasks that used to cost $20 in 2022 are now costing like 7 cents. So you'd think this means AI is getting cheaper for everyone, right? Well, a little bit of a plot twist, it's not. And here's the paradox. AI is getting so cheap and good that companies are using it for everything. The total AI spending is actually up 89% because demand is exploding faster than the prices are falling. So every CEO that was surveyed had to cancel or delay at least one AI project because compute costs were getting out of control. So what does this mean for you as a business owner? It means you need to be strategic. You can't do every AI project. You need to pick the ones with the highest ROI and go all in on those. The companies that try to sprinkle AI everywhere are the ones that are running out of budget without seeing any results. And going back to those AI subscription prices, they're probably going up, not down, despite the underlying technology actually getting cheaper. The companies providing these services are actually burning through cash. So you can expect consolidation and price increases coming in 2026. Let's talk about the smart play. Focus on AI applications that either save significant time on repetitive tasks or unlock revenue opportunities that you couldn't get to before. Everything else is a distraction. Remember, profit first. Here's something that caught everyone off guard in 2025. China has basically caught up to the US in AI capability. The quality and efficiency gap between the top US and Chinese AI models is now very small. DeepSeek's release earlier this year proved that Chinese labs can build top-tier AI at a fraction of the cost. And they're going all in on open source as a strategic weapon. But why does this matter to you? Because competition drives innovation and it lowers prices. More players in the AI race means better tools, faster development, and cheaper access for businesses like yours. But it also means geopolitical complexity. You might see AI tools become subject to the same kind of trade restrictions that we see with other technology. But there is a business opportunity. Chinese open source models are incredibly cost-effective alternatives for many applications, and companies are using them to slash their AI budgets while maintaining performance. If you're not at least testing these options, you're overpaying. While you're doing this, make sure that you don't get locked into one vendor or ecosystem, because the AI landscape is shifting fast, and the winners of 2025 might not be the winners of 2026. So don't put all your eggs in one basket. Now let's talk about where the money is flowing in AI, because this is going to reveal where the opportunities are. There were 11 new startup companies that reached a $1 billion plus valuation in the first quarter of 2025, also called unicorns. 6 of these unicorns were based in healthcare AI. Why? Because healthcare has massive friction, it requires high trust, and it has been desperately resistant to technology adoption. So when AI solves a real problem in these technophobic industries, it creates enormous value, which is why those companies reach that $1 billion valuation. Companies like Abridge are doing clinical documentation. Even Up is automating legal demand packages. These aren't sexy consumer apps. They're just solving high-value, high-friction business problems in traditional industries. Here's the pattern for SMBs. The biggest AI opportunities aren't in creating the next ChatGPT competitor. That's not going to happen. The opportunities are in taking AI and applying it to unsexy and boring but profitable business problems in traditional industries. Now here's where things get really interesting when we're looking at 2026. We're moving from AI chatbots to full AI agents, systems that can complete entire workflows without human intervention. Let's think about the difference for a second. A chatbot might help you write an email, but an agent is going to manage your entire inbox, prioritize your messages, draft responses, schedule follow-ups, and it's only going to bring things to you that actually need your attention. Many AI experts are predicting that AI agents will effectively double the knowledge workforce. Not replace it, double it. Every knowledge worker is going to get a digital colleague that handles complete workflows end to end. What does this mean for your business? The companies that are building AI into their operational fabric now will have massive advantages. Imagine having AI agents that are handling customer support, lead qualification, data entry, reporting, and routine communications. Your human team can focus on high-value work that requires their judgment and creativity, instead of spending their time on repetitive tasks that an AI agent can do for them. Now here's a really important insight. External AI solutions succeed 67% of the time, meaning businesses are bringing in AI partners to help them. But internal builds where they try to do it themselves are only succeeding 33% of the time. This means that better results are seen when you partner with specialized vendors instead of trying to build everything yourself, because speed is going to matter more than ownership. You'll be able to get results quickly. Okay, so now what do you actually do with all of this information? Well, the first thing that I would suggest is you reach out to me and my team at www.rapidshift.ai and schedule your free AI consultation call. We can help you look at your business and find the most impactful way to leverage AI to grow your business and remain competitive for years to come. In a matter of weeks, you can start seeing benefits. But if you really insist on doing it yourself, here's a high-level approach. First, stop doing AI pilots that get you nowhere. Pick one high-value use case and implement it completely. Get it working, measure the results, and then move on to the next one. The companies that are winning are moving rapidly, not cautiously. The second thing, redesign your workflows. Don't just add features. If you're using AI to make your existing processes 10% faster, you're missing the point. Figure out how to eliminate entire steps or unlock completely new capabilities and workflows. Third, the window for strategic advantage is closing quickly. Early 2025 was the land grab phase, but by late 2026, AI will be table stakes. Everybody's gonna have it. Your competitors are implementing this stuff right now. Every month that you wait, they're getting further ahead and you're getting further behind. Fourth, focus on the implementation, not the technology. The best AI model in the world is useless if you can't actually deploy it and get your team to use it. The cultural shift is harder than the technical integration. Here's the bottom line, guys. 2025 is the year that AI moves from a science experiment to a competitive necessity. The experimental phase is over. The question isn't whether to adopt AI anymore, it's whether you'll be the 5% that does it successfully or the 95% that fails. The companies figuring out implementation and workflow redesign right now are building advantages that will compound for years. The ones that are waiting, they're going to find themselves competing against organizations with fundamentally superior operations. What AI implementations would you like to see for your business? Drop a comment below. I genuinely want to know because this space is evolving so fast and we're all navigating it together. So please share your insights. And if you found this helpful, consider liking and subscribing because the official State of AI report drops on October the 9th, and I'll be breaking down the key findings for business owners like you. Last reminder, if you're a small business that's looking at how to leverage AI in your business, head over to www.rapidshift.ai and book your free AI consultation call with me and my team. Until next time, guys, this is Al Bryant, and thanks for watching.